Hang on, sorry. Sorry, you guys. I got caught up. You want to say?
You're on like a live?
Yeah, I told him I was going live fucking 5 minutes ago, and then I got caught up.
Shit! Go ahead, do your thing, bro.
All right.
All right.
Later. What's up, dudes? Sorry about that. That was very relevant information. Very relevant. Hang on for 1 second. Let me that was yeah, that was related to the video I did earlier. What did I just drop? Hang on for a second. And let me close my door. Yeah, dude, I'm never late, man. I apologize. That was but you know, I did a video. I said some things. I had to make sure that they were accurate. You know what I mean? So let's talk about what I made the headline about, though, because Daniel Cormier was talking shish kebab about Tyron Woodley. I totally agree. Private wins. I totally agree. It's super messed up, dude. Tyron Woodley, like, just okay. So for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, what I'm going to say is this, like, so I know the community is really mad that Jake Paul knocked out Tyron Woodley, right? Like they're like, oh, Tyron let us down. Okay. When it was Ben Askren, I get it, dude. Like, I understand that way of looking at it when it was Ben Askren, because Ben Askren came out, it looked like he didn't even train, and they're like, you took that money and you went out there fucking sloppy looking, didn't even train, and made all of us look bad like that. Like, I understand that reaction to the Ben Askren performance. But to Tyron Woodley, like, he fucking trained. He went out there, he banged, I mean, maybe he didn't throw enough punches in the first one, but in this one he was trying. And for Jake Paul to be the first person to knock Tyron out, like, you have to give him credit at some point. Like, I know it's like acid in your mouth to be able to say, like, okay, Jake Paul can kind of bang, like, I know it's like fucking acid in your mouth, but like, obviously the guy can bang, like, obviously can bang. And so you think about that, but like in Daniel Cormier, he's like mad at Tyron Woodley for getting knocked out. But like, if you're and then so Tyron Woodley leans into it. He's like, hey, whoever makes the best meme, I'll give him $5,000, right? Which actually, when I made that video about Tyron, or the video that I did the other day where I was saying, like, every time someone shares a meme, Tyron should just look like it's a big, bed of money. I have no idea if he did that meme thing before or after my video. I would love it if he saw my video and did that, but I have no idea. I didn't even hear about that thing that he did. He was like, I'll give $5,000 to whoever makes the best meme of my knockout. That's awesome. That's exactly what he should do. Like, what's he supposed to do, dude? Like, just like lay there with his head like hung forever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of, like, I was trying to think of, like, because DC got memed. Remember when he lost to John Jones, and he was so upset, dude. Like, he was like, and I, like, dude, I would never talk shit about him for that, because I get it. Like, that was like that second Jones fight was like the culmination of so much work, so much emotion, and he was doing well, and then he just got cracked with that head kick, and then chased down and beaten until he was unconscious, and then, like, when they interviewed him, he cried and he was on the thing, and then they all made those memes of his face, where he was like, whatever. And that shit fucking pissed me off, dude. Matter of fact, nothing has ever pissed me off more than those fucking Daniel Cormier crying memes. Like, that shit pissed me off. I can't, like, I don't think people talking shit about anything relating to fighting has ever pissed me off more than the fucking memes, or people talking shit about Cormier crying after that fight, because it was like, if you don't like, if you just, I see that expression of emotion as like the most pure thing there is. Like someone who's so fucking all in on their goal that when a fucking man like Daniel Cormier, a double champion guy, where you can't call him a pussy. Like Daniel Cormier is a pussy. It's like fucking, you look up like pussy in the dictionary and it's like, what's the opposite of that? It's like, oh, it's this guy. So whatever he does, you can't classify him as a pussy no matter what. And so if it's not him being a pussy, it's something else. And so like, to me, it's like the ultimate outpouring of like crushing passion, disappointment. And so for people to clown on him for that, it was like, dude, fuck you. All of you. Anybody who did that shit. I fucking couldn't stand it. So Tyron leaning into it a little bit, I don't know, dude. Like, I guess the two things don't necessarily connect. You know, like Cormier was the victim of like a fucking memeing campaign after a crushing loss. Tyron Woodley now isn't. Tyron Woodley, instead of letting it get to him, he leans into it. I think that's a gangster ass move. I think it's a smart move. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, Jake Paul knocked him out, but Jake Paul, I mean, dude, you can't fake power like that. You know what I mean? You can't just like, you can't fake it. Tyron's head looked like it got hit with a fucking sledgehammer, dude. Jake Paul did that. It's unfortunate, you know? Like, I don't know how else to describe it. Like, it's unfortunate that he can bang like that, dude, but he can. So what are you going to do, dude? You're just going to hate on him forever? I mean, fucking look at this, dude. It's like, and boom. I mean, come on. And by the way, let's go ahead and watch this real quick in slow motion, okay? Now watch when Tyron Woodley drops his hand, because he doesn't drop it. He moves it to try to catch a body shot. Watch. Okay. He starts to swing. Tyron goes, oh, I'm going to catch it. Oh, shit. It's not a body shot. I'm knocked out. Again. He starts to swing. Tyron goes to catch it. Oh, it's not a body shot. It's a knockout shot. Okay. You guys can't fucking be serious, dude. Okay, straight up, I'm going to tell you this right now. Anyone who's ever actually fought or boxed, and you also think that this is a work, put your fucking name in that comment right now. Like, just own it. Watch Tyron. I'm not talking about Jake. Watch Tyron. Watch when he moves his hand. Jake winds up. Whoa, he tries to catch the body shot. It's not a body shot. I mean, it's fucking obvious to anyone who knows what they're looking at, dude. Watch Tyron's arm. Jake swings. Tyron goes, I'm catching this body shot. No, I'm not. I'm knocked out. I mean, are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? I would almost just say, like, put in there that you still think it's a work after watching that, and just, or just write, I have absolutely no fucking experience fighting whatsoever. That is the same thing. Yeah, but Jake fainted to signal. Yeah. I have insights on CPS. What's that? Yeah, exactly. Tyron's on 39. You know, took a hit for a paycheck. Oh my God. Antioch, what's up, dude? I moved to Texas, unfortunately. But you should go train at Cesar Gracie's gym in Pleasant Hill. Gracie fighter, 100%. Of course. Yeah, I mean, like, dude, look, okay. If Mad World is a fucking badass walkout song too, huh? Okay. I lived in Walnut Creek until very recently. I'm in Austin now. Okay. If you're gonna fucking get knocked out on purpose, you just drop your hand. Like, you don't perfectly time where you're gonna try to catch and shift his body shot, right? If he's showing a punch here, okay, like if he's coming in and he's gonna throw a straight right to your body, okay, boom, make your body small and you try to catch it, okay? So Tyron tried to catch it, except oops, it's a fucking overhand right, and I'm knocked out. Someone has news on Chael. What is it? Is it what Brendan Schaub said? That he was beating up guys who were talking shit to his wife? I would love to hear I really would love to hear Chael make a statement. That's what I would like to hear. Like, you know, Rocky, what's up, dog? Now we should talk about how Nate or Masso get destroyed by Jake. He was signaled by Lickma before knockout blow. Oh, God. Do I think Jake would have won that fight in MMA gloves? I don't know, dude. I was right about Chael. I didn't even make a statement about Chael. I said that it could be this, could be that, could be anything. Dude, I just saw that new Spider-Man movie. That shit is off the hook, dude. It's so fucking good. Like, it is so good. It's so good. It's like it's the Into the Spider-Verse, except they did a Marvel version. It's literally like they were like the animated Into the Spider-Verse, which is so fucking good. And they did the real one. Chael versus Jesse in a BJJ match? Yeah. That's not something I'm signing up for. Dude, how good is that new Spider-Man? I like that. Same with me. I literally just walked in. It's super fucking good, dude. It's like really, really legit. Don't tell him, Skelly. Don't tell him about that. That's supposed to be a surprise. Yeah, your money's on Chael if you're not a fucking complete retard. He's a professional grappler and a professional fighter. It's super good, dude. Almost done with withdrawals. That's good, man. From what? Yeah, no. Mouthy Buddha's videos on BitChute, dude. He's got oh wait, hang on for 1 second. Sorry, you guys, this is important. I'll be done in 1 second. Your money's on me with a plus 9,000 line, dude. If I smuggle a shiv into that fucking fight, maybe. Yeah, I was texting Fabio. He told me that he thought that it was really fucked up that I said that he could fit inside of a bottle of water. And I was like, well, are you saying that you couldn't? He's like, yeah, I'm saying that I couldn't because it would be too much room for me to run around in. You need to find something more like this, like the size of like a little energy shot. Then I'd feel a little bit more snug in there. Someone asked me something. The Islam Makhachev video, because sometimes, okay. So basically, like the YouTube algorithm, you're always riding a wave of momentum. Okay. Like, so like let's say you do 3 videos in a row that very few people click on, like it'll stop showing your shit to people. And so you have to make sure that you don't put videos up that a lot of people aren't going to click on. I just started experimenting with it, and actually it's not quite as sensitive as I thought it was, like where I can put out some more stuff that I know a few less people will watch, as long as I also put out something that more people will watch. It's actually had an incredibly huge impact on the revenue on this channel, to be perfectly honest with you. I was only ever doing 1 video a day. And I started saying, fuck it, I'll just do 2, and I'll just kind of like one kind of whatever video, and then one that's kind of, that's going to be sticky. And the results have been very, very positive thus far. Do I think Ali is going to stop Bilal from fighting Hamzat? I don't know. I wouldn't want my fighter fucking fighting him, dude. But yeah. No, the title's definitely not clickbait. Fucking Cormier went after Tyron Woodley because Tyron Woodley did a contest for who was going to make the best knockout meme. And like I think that's fucking awesome. Like fucking come on, dude. Like you're just going to make the guy, he's like DC's like Tyron, his only option is to sit at home with his head in his hands. And he needs to just put on earmuffs and a blindfold so that while people are talking shit, he doesn't have to necessarily deal with it. But he certainly needs to cry. He needs to cry by himself in a closet for a long period of time. Not until I say, is it okay for him to come out? Is it okay for him to come out? Get in the closet, Tyron, and you sit there and cry because of what Jake Paul did to you. He humiliated you. You're a bad fighter. You're a bad man. You're a bad father, and you're poor. Kaiman, what's up, dude? Obligatory Mexican martial arts supporter donation. You shall love, we shall love. I love Mexican martial arts, dude. We had like a 2-way live stream that didn't really work very well because the delay was fucking enormous. But that guy is, I mean, I just assume anyone who watches me is already subscribed to his channel because he's hilarious and he has a shitload of subscribers. But if not, you should definitely go do that. Who's skill for skill do I believe actually give Hamzat a run? Usman. That's it. No one else. No one else. Wait, I just saw someone. Did someone just say he's 21, too old to start training? Absolutely not. If you start training at 21, you could be, I mean, it depends on what level you're trying to get to, but if you have talent and you dedicate yourself and you're 21, you could be fighting guys that are real in a few years. Like, I mean, it needs to be all you do. If you want to get to the UFC, then, I mean, you're going to have to fucking get after it. But it can be done. George just uploaded a video of him calling out Jake Paul. No. I haven't seen it yet, but I'll check it out. Paying the troll so much money was overcompensating. I mean, I think he's big leaguing people, dude. Like, what did I say on my video? I was like, dude, every time I saw one of those, I would be like, I would make my own meme of me knocked out on a huge fucking bed of money. That's basically what he's doing, dude. He's like, oh, you guys want to make memes? Here, let me piss $5,000 at you guys. Like, that's a lot of money for you guys, right? Why don't you guys all go get on Photoshop and see if you can do something creative so that you can win this huge amount of money that I fucking piss out of my fucking pinky right now because I have so much dough. But go ahead, make fun of me. Here's $5,000 for your trouble, you little fucking broke pussies. You know what I mean? It's a big league move. What are they going to do with Diaz? Appreciate the page. Thank you very much. Drew Thornburg. Nate Diaz. I don't know, dude. I just don't know because, like, here's what I'll say. There's a lot of complexity to these fucking contracts, okay? Like, that's what I was talking about before. Like, that's why I was late, was I was learning about, the complexity of these contracts. And it's like, it's never simple. So, like, when Nate says, I have one fight left, it doesn't mean, like, there are, like, time constraints. There are extensions. There are clauses. For someone like Nate Diaz, who's gotten big money for BMF and whatever else, they probably have all kinds of fucking shit in there. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, if he gets free, he's going to fight Jake Paul because they're obviously hyping that fight. But if he doesn't, I would imagine the UFC is trying to get him to sign a multi-fight deal so they can do the Conor and Masvidal fights. The Lion, thank you very much, sir. Been meaning to ask you with Anthony Smith on a tear. How's he get to the next title shot? Lionheart versus Glover Teixeira rematch for the title. Dude, I fucking love Anthony Smith. Like, I think his personality is amazing. I think that he's a really exciting fighter to watch. That Glover Teixeira fight was like a snuff film. And the fact that honestly, I'll tell you right now, that performance was rough to watch. I want to make sure I don't lose any of these. Hang on. Let me take a picture of them actually, so I make sure I get to all of them. Hang on for 1 second, because these kind of like disappear fast, and I fucking ramble. So let me just make sure I get all these. Hold on. So the Anthony Smith one. Whoa. Then Simon. I got yours. Tone Hurts. Got Zani's. Okay. So I'll get to all these. Thank you guys. So I think the Anthony Smith performance with Glover was one of the classic. So I'm not like one of these guys who's like, you should let yourself get beaten to death, and I had heard that fight was super rough, and like so I had heard about it before I watched it. Like I was doing something that night, so I was watching it delayed, and people were like, dude, his team didn't throw in the towel. It was fucking crazy. So I knew it was gonna be rough. And when I watched it, it was rough for sure. But not so rough that I couldn't understand why Anthony Smith thought that he could stick it out and potentially, pull it out. You know what I mean? But afterwards, when they gave his team so much shit and he just jumped on the grenade for all of them. Like, I don't know if you guys recognize what actually happened there. At least this is how I interpreted it. So he went public and he was like, you guys don't get it. You guys are fucking with my team about not throwing in the towel. If they would have thrown in the towel, I'd have fucking fired them. And I've told all of them that. If anybody throws in the towel on me, they're fired. End of story. And so the way I read that was not that Anthony's ever necessarily had that conversation with him. Maybe he has, maybe he hasn't. But either way, as soon as he says that, he takes all the shit that's getting dished at his team and puts it on himself. If you got a fucking problem with them not throwing in the towel, you fucking take that up with me. You don't take it up with them, because ultimately it's up to me what I do in the octagon. If they would have thrown in the towel, I'd have fired him. I thought that was a really classy move. He's an incredibly, incredibly intelligent, very introspective, very smart guy. Very, very high emotional intelligence. You can just tell, like, if you can read people, you can read it into him. He can read people. He can he's excellent at reading people. And he's a really insightful guy. I would enjoy hanging out with him a lot. So I would love to see him go on a tear. And now in hindsight, that Teixeira loss looks a little less, fucking Teixeira's the champion now, right? Okay. Sorry. Let's, so Tone Hergs, thank you guys. Okay. Ricky Simon is from my hometown, Vancouver. 4 wins out of his last 4. Asuncio was 0-3. First KO for Rick in the UFC. Give him O'Malley. That's actually a fucking good matchup, dude. That's actually a good matchup. He's wild and aggressive. You got to think about it like this. The UFC, like I've said a million times, is not going to give Sean O'Malley anybody they don't think he can beat. And Ricky Simon is very aggressive, very fast, throws looping punches and is in and out. Like, I don't know if the UFC will give Ricky. Ricky might have a little bit too much forward momentum that they'd be nervous that he might be able to either take Sean down or close distance fast enough that like he's almost a great matchup for Sean O'Malley. Almost. Like guys who throw punches the way he does, perfect matchup for Sean O'Malley to pick him apart. But he's really fast and he moves forward really quickly. I think the UFC might be nervous about putting him in there, but it's not a bad call, dude. It's not a bad call. You just got to, I mean, and I'm not saying Ricky doesn't deserve this or that. I'm just saying as far as Sean O'Malley is concerned, the universal 100% rule is going to be the UFC is not putting him in there with someone they don't think he's going to be, period. All right. Thank you again. Zani 619. You're from San Diego. I lived in San Diego for 6 years. Fabia versus the Detroit Urban Survival Training Guy. Oh my God. Okay. So hopefully we're talking about in a versus match, we're talking about who has like better tactics, right? Fuck, I should make that video, man. I should make that video. That is not a bad idea. Balls in throat. Balls in throat. Dude, that fucking, I mean, the Detroit Urban Survival Training stuff is more ridiculous, but only because it involves firearms. It's fucking crazy. Like here's the thing. Just because there is a technique to disarm a person who has a gun pointed at you, you know, like close enough where you can, you know, potentially disarm them, it doesn't automatically make it bullshit, you know? Like, of course, there are martial arts, Krav and all this stuff that people practice where if you're in a life and death situation and someone is close enough to you with a gun that you know they're actually going to shoot you, there are techniques to give yourself the best opportunity to disarm that person and not take a bullet to the face, right? So it's not like just because because someone is like, here's the correct way to, you know, boom all at once, you know, or whatever they do. I mean, I haven't trained that stuff, but like, it doesn't automatically make it bullshit. But his stuff looks ridiculous, you know, like gun to the back of the head. And it's like, so what you do is, it's like, dude, come on, man. Someone's in the back of your car and they have a gun to your head. You just do whatever the fuck they tell you to do, man. Like, you know, I mean, unless you have a firearm on you and you have here's my problem actually with all of that, right? Like my problem with people teaching like urban tactics where guns are involved, right? It's like you're talking about inner city shit or like, you know, like live real situations that might happen to a fucking civilian, right? You're not talking about like there's not some fucking person who's in the Army Rangers that's going to take that guy's class, right? Like the people who are going to take that class are going to be people who are like, well, in case I end up in a situation like this when I'm in the city, right? And in my opinion, the people who are going to survive a situation like that are people who have tremendous instincts in situations like that. You're going to have a really hard time training that into someone. Like, you know, there are just people who react well in situations like that. Like like my wife weighs 115 pounds. She's incredible in situations like that. And the only way I can tell you that is because I've seen her in dog attack situations. Like, you know, like I've seen her. I mean, I think I've told this story before. Like she used to have this tiny little dog, right? Like when I met her, I had a pit bull. She had this tiny little teacup Yorkshire Terrier. They were best friends. And we went to the dog park or dog beach in San Diego. And her dog's so fucking small that like sometimes these dogs would like think that he was like a squeak toy, you know? And so he's running around and this like huge group of dogs started chasing him. And this one huge fucking pit bull like you could tell it was like partly the competition among the other dogs, and it was also like this little rodent looking thing, and it was like this dog was hell-bent on killing her dog, you know, and he was chasing, and he finally like jumped on her dog, right? Like almost like grabbed her dog with his paws, like jumped on it like this. And just as he was going to like bite it, I was close enough to I could react, and like my plan was I was going to kick him in the ribs and try to break his ribs, right? Like I was like I'm going to like so I'm moving towards him to break his ribs because like that's where my brain went. And before I even could kick this dog, Gabrielle had fucking grabbed this dog underneath its jaw and lifted it up with one hand under its jaw. Like, and she's like, pick up Romeo. And I was like she literally one-handed picked up a fucking 90-pound pit bull underneath its jaw. And this dog just was like, and I was like, Jesus, Gabrielle. My instincts were break its ribs. She literally just one-handed its jaw. It's one of the most gangster things I've ever seen. You know, like just instinct, like it's just an instinctual reaction. And I've always personally known when I'm in a situation like that, where I know when I'm in danger. And one of the reasons why I've never gotten seriously hurt, even when I, you know, like, I mean, I'm like, none of this has happened in a long time, but even when I was like doing shit where dumb people, or even just not very, you know, strong instinctually people get hurt all the time. The reason I never got hurt is because I was really, really good at understanding my environment and understanding like when I should engage and when I shouldn't, you know, like, it's not just like, you know, it's not like I'm saying like, well, because like fucking 8 guys tried to roll me, I just beat the shit out of all of them. It's the opposite of that. It's like, I knew when this is, you know, this is a situation you're going to fucking lose. And then I didn't engage in it. Or this is a situation that looks bad, but I can roll this fucking guy. Like I can feel his energy that this guy is not like this dude right here and this guy right here. There's 2 of them. This guy doesn't want to fucking be here. You know, this guy doesn't want to be here. So really, I'm not up against 2 guys. I'm up against 1 guy. So I'm going to knock him the fuck out. And then I'm up against a scared guy, you know, like, and it's just instinct. You know what I mean? That's a true story. I beat the shit out of the same guy twice in one night. You know, people always asking me for story time. You guys want fucking story time? I'll give you one just because we just kind of stumbled on it. So I was, okay. So we were having a huge party at I'm almost positive I told this story a long time ago when I first started TikTok, but I'll tell it again. So we were having this huge party, right? Like it is at my fraternity house. So we were in the front yard. It's fucking packed to the gills, right? And oh wait, actually, let me grab this Go Flamingo did a super chat. Thank you very much, sir. Short Angry Bilal versus Josh Muhammad versus Josh Fabia. Make it happen. I will look into that. Or a Short Angry Beagle guy. I will look into that too, dude. We'll fit them in the smallest octagon of all time. It'll be like an ant fight. Anyway, so we're having this huge fight or huge party where there's like a big open kind of courtyard in our front yard. It's fucking packed. Like there's a lot of people there. And this is our house. Okay. Like it's fucking my, like I don't live there anymore, but it's my house for all intents and purposes. And there are these guys. So I'm talking to this girl named Rochelle and her sister, Jessica. There's 3 sisters. All of them were super hot. Rochelle, anyway, the Avila sisters. I'm talking to Rochelle. And right behind her, there are these guys that are just fucking bombing bottles across the street. Like they're just like it's the most disrespectful shit ever. They're just taking bottles and throwing them across the street. And I'm looking at these guys like, what the fuck are these guys doing? You know, like they're not hurting our house, but they're in our house and they're breaking bottles by throwing them across the street for no fucking reason. I'm like, dude. So I'm already like, you know, I'm listening to her, but I'm also halfway like, you know, like you got to understand, like this is like a college town. Like if someone did that now, I would have already been like, okay, I don't know who you are, but if you throw another bottle, I'm literally going to fucking throw you through your own car window. Like, what are you doing, dude? Like, you know, like I'm less likely to fight now, obviously, but I'm also way less likely to have tolerated them throwing any bottles across the street in front of a house that I'm at, you know, but like in a college town, it's kind of normal. I mean, not normal, but whatever. So after he's throwing like, you know, a few of them, he reaches back and in his backswing, he fucking hits Rochelle in the head with a bottle. Okay. So this is really in the prime of like when I was like there was no, like, I fought a lot then. Like, there's just no other way to put it. Like, I fought a lot and everyone knew it. You know, it wasn't like I wasn't like, I wasn't like a mystery. It wasn't like, oh, gee, I wonder what this guy would do under these circumstances. Like, it's a really fucking small town. I enrolled a lot of people. Everybody knew who I was. It's a small town. And so they hit her with a bottle and they like, and she went, oh, and both her and her sister literally looked at me. At least this is how I interpreted it at the time, was they both just looked at me like, what are you going to do about that? You know? And I was already mad at this fucking guy. And so I moved them out of the way and I grabbed the guy and I flipped him around. I was like, hey, fuckhead. I was like, you just hit her in the head with a bottle. And he was like, yeah. I was like, first of all, why are you throwing fucking bottles across the street? Second of all, you just hit her in the head. Get the fuck out of here. He was like, what? I was like, I said, get the fuck out of here. Okay. Like, you're done. You're fucking done here. Beat it. Now, I had a feeling he probably wasn't going to leave and I was probably going to have to like enforce him leaving. But he's with two other guys, right? Neither of them are big. He's kind of tall, not huge, but taller than me. I'm 5'10". He was probably, I don't know, 6 foot or something. Earlier in the night, I had just been talking to all my buddies about how I had never headbutted a person like in an actual live, situation. And so that was fresh on the mind. And so the guy's like, I don't know. I told him he needed to apologize or something like that, to where he definitely said, sorry. Like so fucking condescending to her, like, sorry. And then something along the lines of, that's about all she's going to get. And so I was like, really? And so I grabbed him by his jacket and I fucking headbutt smashed his face. So the guy fell down. Anyway, I beat the fuck out of this guy. Like, this was a, I don't even know what words you would use for completely one-sided and absolutely fucking smashing shellacking that he earned, right? I didn't start this shit. Guy's throwing fucking bottles across the street. Then he hit a girl. When I told him to apologize and leave, he basically told me to fuck off. So I beat his fucking ass. I was like, in my early 20s, right? So my buddy pulls me off of him. The way that it ended, he's on the ground and I'm like, kicking him in the face. And my buddy grabbed me. He's like, dude, this guy's done. And I was like, okay, like, he's done. So I walk over to the other side of the yard. And my buddy's like, dude, you fucked that guy up. And I was like, did you see what happened? He's like, no. He's like, I don't, how many fucking people are here? So I'm looking over there and the guy, his buddies pick him up and stand him up. The guy's like, and he looks like a train ran him over, dude. Like he looks so fucked up, dude. So he's like, but he doesn't leave, dude. Like he just stayed there. Like I told him the whole point of me confronting him was for him to leave, right? Like, you're done, get the fuck out, apologize to her and get out. He wouldn't. He told her to fuck off, told me to fuck off. So I beat his face in. And then he stood up and he stayed. Like he still didn't even leave. He just like stayed there. And my buddy Colin's like, so you're just going to let him stay? I was like, fuck, dude. I'm like, if he's going to stay after that, I mean, I'm not going to like, I think I made my point, dude. I don't think he's going to throw any more bottles at anybody, So I let him stay. So I'm trying to think of like what time this must have been. Cause it's like, I was dating this girl, Brooke, at the time, who I used to tell stories. Her name was Bibbs. Well, her name's Brooke, but in my stories, I renamed her Bibbs so that I could not completely blow her up in her life in case anybody who actually knows us, watch them. But she came over later and she was with her roommate. It was just her and her roommate. And they came over and it was kind of like, dying down a little bit. It was probably like, I don't know, 1 or something like that by this point. And she came over. We were only hanging out there for 5-10 minutes. Like she was like, let's go. I was like, all right. So me, her, and her roommate start walking across the street and going towards her house. So like, if I'm facing this way, this is the street that it was parallel to. Like, here's the back of the house. The fence right here is where I fucked this guy up and where he had kind of been hanging out. I thought he's gone. Like, I didn't see him at the time. Like, this is hours later. I didn't see him. So her and I walk out the front this way, turn left, and then we go around the corner this way because her house is like 3 blocks that direction. And as I'm turning the corner, I see these 2 guys, like I was just saying, like good instincts in situations like this. I saw these 2 guys run across the street out of the corner of my eye. And like, I've seen a million people run across the street a million times. And I instantly knew. I was like, this is these guys and they're following us. Like, you know, I couldn't see them. I just could tell by how they ran across the street that these guys were after trouble. You know, like that it was, I knew it was guys that were up to no good. And I had an instinct they were following us. And so I automatically, of course, you know, put together, it's probably that fucking guy, you know. Jeremiah, thank you very much, sir. So I'm like, go to the girls. And they're like, what is going on? I'm like, just fucking go. And I was like, move. So I'm like trying to, you know, I'm not going to run, but I'm also not going to hang around to find out. So, you know, I get as far down the street as I can. And they start yelling down the street. They're like, hey. And so basically my choices are to run or to turn around and face whatever I'm up against, right? And I'm not going to fucking run, you know. I mean, not that I mean, I don't know. I wasn't going to. So I turn around and it's the dude, it's the guy that I beat up and this other guy who wasn't there before, who's fucking huge, this huge fucking guy. And they roll up on me. The dude who I beat, the other guy, and the guy I beat up is not small. He's not, like I said, he's fucking over 6 foot. He's not like a small guy. His face is just mangled. And his buddy, you know, I put this together in a millisecond, right? It's like, this guy wasn't here before. He's now here and he's enormous. Like this guy's there. This is the toughest guy they know. You know what I mean? Like this is that crew who stayed afterwards called the fucking toughest guy that they know, right? Like this is the guy who's going to be their enforcer. It's like some guy jumped this dude and beat the shit out of him. Why don't you come get him? So they roll up on me. At this point, I have literally like platinum blonde hair. Like I was the most fucking identifiable person in the history of the world, dude. I'm in a leather jacket and platinum blonde hair. So this guy comes up and he's like, hey, are you the one that headbutted my boy? Brooke and fucking her roommate are like, I can feel their energy and they're like, what the fuck? They're very scared, like, because these guys clearly wanted to, like, they wanted to fight 100%. Like, you could just tell it was a situation I wasn't going to get out of. Like, it wasn't like he's like, you the one that headbutted my boy? And I was like, no. He's like, you didn't headbutt my boy. And I looked at the dude that I beat up and he looked like if you gave him the option of being where he was standing or in the mouth of a great white shark in the ocean, he would have chosen the shark. Like, this guy did not want to be there at all. Like, he was fucking terrified. Like, he was just, it's like one of those things where he got trapped into a situation where he probably called himself, yeah, we'll get him. And now he's standing in front of a guy who literally, like, this big guy has no idea what he's up against. This guy does, right? Like, the dude who I beat up knows exactly what he's up against. And it went as bad as it could possibly go last time. The big guy is bold. This guy is not. So I'm fucking scared though, dude. Like, this is an enormous fucking guy, dude. Like, he's big as fuck. And I'm up against, even if this guy's scared, it's still fucking 2-on-1. And I got 2 girls with me that I have to be concerned about. So the guy goes, so he's asking me if it's me. I'm like, no, it's not me. And right then I like, so out of the corner of my eye, I see there's 2 people like in this parking lot that's adjacent to where we are. And it's my buddy, Corey Matteo, who's fighting with his girlfriend. They're fucking always fighting. And I saw him, and he's a tough fucking guy too. He's not huge, but he's a tough motherfucker, dude. And he saw me, and he could tell that like I was squared up with these 2 guys. And he started walking over, and just right then it was like, oh man, this just turned real bad for these fucking guys. So now I know we're fighting for sure. I'm not even gonna try to talk my way out of it. We're just gonna roll these guys. But before he can get over here, I mean, like he's a ways away. So I basically have a choice. Like, am I going to fucking light the big guy up or am I going to light this guy up? Like, I have one opportunity to move. It's 2 guys, dude. Like, I got to move on one of them. And what's the correct answer strategically? Am I going to go after the big guy first or go after the weak guy? Right. So what would you do? So in my instinctual head, I was like, okay, well, I can either hit the big guy and take my chances, or this guy is going to fold like a leaf. I fucking blow on this guy and he's done. And then I'm at least in a 1-on-1 fight with a big guy and we'll see, you know? So I chose the guy that I'd already beaten up because I knew he was done. So I just basically was like, look, man, I don't know who you think I am, but if you guys want to do this, and then oh my God, dude, you guys have seen the video of me punching the punching bag, you know, $9.99. Imagine a human face was in front of it. That's how hard I hit this guy. Absolutely every fucking ounce of what I had directly in this guy's face. And he literally went down like he got shot. Like he went down like he got shot with a gun. And at that point, Corey comes running over, and the big guy was just like, he just completely froze. Like he couldn't fucking believe it. Like again, he had no idea what he was up against. Like everybody's tough until they see a guy actually move. And very few people have ever, like in a college town like that, have ever seen a guy get hit like that, dude. Like that was a fucking, it was like, I hit him as hard as Jake Paul hit fucking Tyron Woodley, except with a bare fist. And the guy was not even half as fucking tough as Tyron Woodley. And so then the guy, after that, like he completely flew. Why would you see? He's like, you sucker punched my boy, dude. I was kicking his buddy in the ribs. Yeah. So I blasted the dude, and while Corey's holding on to this guy and he's complaining that I sucker punched his buddy, I was kicking his buddy in the ribs. Like this guy hit this girl with a fucking bottle, fucking wouldn't apologize, told me to go fuck myself, got his ass whipped, called his fucking friend, couldn't just take the L. Called his biggest friend. They followed me around the corner. I mean, so I whipped his ass again. He got his ass kicked twice in the same night, So at that point, a couple of my other buddies who live in these apartments that are right here that I was directly adjacent to, the parking lot where Corey was with his girl, they came up and they were like, what happened, dude? I was like, I don't know, man. This guy fucking followed me around the corner. It's like one of the funniest things ever. Brooke has, the phenomenon where girls want to know that their dude can protect them, but they don't actually like violence. So, for 100% sure, Brooke's never seen anyone get hit like that before. And so she also didn't understand the context, right? Like she didn't understand that these guys were not going to go away. Like this wasn't like hey, let's have a conversation. Like she didn't understand that this was a dude I'd already fought and these guys were going to fucking attack me 100%. It was just a matter of when. And so to her, these guys came up, they're all, hey, did you headbutt my boy? And I just like fucking mopped this guy. So anyway, so she was like, get away from me. Get away from me. She didn't talk to me for like a month. But so the fucking kicker to this story, which is I still can't even like wrap my brain around this. So this is the end of this story, right? So I walk her back to her place just to make sure she gets back there safe. She's like, leave me the fuck alone. You're not coming in. Her roommate, I don't even barely know her. So like, who knows? Like, who knows what she thinks, dude? So after that, I walk back to my fraternity house, right? I go into the house to see what's going on. Like I said, I don't live there anymore. I walk into the fraternity house. There's not much going on downstairs. I walk upstairs, and on the second floor, there's a dude taking a piss on the floor in the hallway. Like upstairs, like go upstairs and then there's this hallway. He's pissing on the floor. And I looked at him and was like, I cannot, any other night, I would have this guy would have gotten the exact same thing as the dude in the front yard, except worse, because I would have thrown him down the stairs to start. Like he's pissing it. Like there's bathrooms everywhere, dude. Like it's just pure, absolutely the most disrespectful shit you can do. There's no like conversation to be had. He chose to piss on the ground in our house. Like you're going down the stairs, dude. Like, like that's, you're going out the door, down the fucking stairs, not of your own volition. Like I'm going to fucking grab you. I'm going to headbutt you. I'm going to throw you down the fucking stairs. That's for sure what would have happened. But I just saw him and I was like, I literally laughed and I was like, and he looked at me like, he's not a small guy either. Like he's a guy that I would feel totally fine beating up. And he just looked at me. He was like, and I was like, oh my God, it's your lucky night. Just get the fuck out of here, dude. And he was just like, all right. And he just bounced and I let him go. I let the guy go. So yeah, that's one of those things. Adam, thank you very much, sir. JQ, thank you very much, sir. Oliveira said he wants the Connor payday. That's smart. Connor's a bad matchup for him. Love the channel, Jesse. Merry Christmas. Thank you, sir. I mean, I don't think Connor's a bad matchup if it comes with fucking $10 million. You know what I mean? Is he such a bad matchup versus Justin Gaethje that he's not going to take that extra money? Gaethje said he'll burn the UFC down if that actually happens, though. So that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Like Gaethje is a big enough star with enough pull with Ali Abdelaziz behind him that if they fucked him for Conor like that, they're not going to do it. He has enough. Like if he was like Damian Maia, you know, like they're all Damian Maia's up next, and Charles Oliveira's like fuck him. I want Conor. He's going to get Conor. But for Gaethje, there's no fucking way. Like there's no way. Gaethje has pull, dude. Like Gaethje has legit sway in the UFC. So, holy shit, it's been 50 minutes. Okay, let me see if there's anything else I need to talk about. Then I gotta jump. Did I see Chael's cameo look roughed up? I did not. Where was it, dude? Where was it? Rabbit hole. There's no shirt that could possibly fit you this tight, dude. We could fit you in a water bottle, dude, with fobs. And this is actually like weird looking. Like this is not actually as tight as it looks. I'll show you a picture of it on me yesterday. I don't know why it's doing what it's doing, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't know why I'm actually responding to this, but it's brand new. That's why. God damn it. It's like a Gym King set, dude. See? It's a whole set. I guess that's 2 days ago. Gym King. I fucking went off on Gym King on Black Friday, dude. I got so much shit. Jesse getting drips. I love it, dude. I love when people think that I'm doing. It's hilarious, dude. I have no I have no Adderall now. I have no fucking blow. I would never fucking do blow. It's so hilarious. Every single time that I'm actually you know, the more like further away I get from having done Adderall when I've told people a million times I take Adderall when I play golf, but the further away from when I've done it I get, the more likely people are to put in the comments, geez, this guy's on blow. I'm like, this is me fucking sober, man. Like this is what it looks like when I'm completely fucking sober. This is what ADHD looks like, you know? Like blow calms people down like me. You know, Adderall calms people down. You get like a more measured approach. The crazier I sound, the more like that means it's the less likely that I'm on an upper, man. I got no fucking shame. This fucking guy says the story's way too long, so fucking beat it, dude. That's fucking easy, man. It's a Hublot. It's a Hublot Aerofusion Titanium. I can't make it get there. You go. Yeah, I'll line up with anybody from a grizzly bear for $10 million too, man. Yeah, that story, you know, it's funny too, is those guys, so like probably, I don't know, six months later, these guys that we actually knew who were older guys, they came over and they're all, hey man, we had this guy in our group got jumped over here this one time. And we couldn't figure out what the fuck they were talking about. We're all, dude, we've never jumped anyone here. Like, that's just, they're like, yeah, you got jumped by a bunch of guys. It was like, okay, I'm telling you right now, okay, we've never jumped anyone. That's not like, I wouldn't allow it. Like, I wouldn't fucking allow it. Like, we didn't do that shit where we jump guys. Like, just don't do that. Okay, if there's 6 guys, then maybe a multiple of people would go. But like, they kept saying that this one guy got jumped by a bunch of guys, and then we eventually figured out it was this guy, and that was the story that he told them, that he got jumped by a bunch of guys. It was like, yeah, you didn't get jumped by a bunch of guys. You got your ass beat by the same guy twice. I was in San Diego after college, actually. I was in Chico when all this shit happened. Chico is Please put my world's largest indoor cannabis plant video on Jesse and everything in 6 months as a random. I will, dude. Email it to me. My conspiracy stuff is, do I worry about it might affect who works with me in the future than the MMA community? I mean, I would imagine Luke Thomas might not like it. I don't know, but I don't care what anybody think. Like when I say I don't care, like I don't mean like fuck you, I don't care what you think. I mean like if you have ideas that I don't agree with, like I don't care. Like people are entitled to their opinions as long as they're not woke fucking bully pieces of shit. Because that has nothing to do with their ideas. Fucking Elon Musk said the most perfect thing. He did an interview with the Babylon Bee yesterday or the day before, and he was like, the woke stuff is a mind virus that serves as a shield for cruel people to be mean and cruel. And I'm like, that's exactly right. That is all it is, dude. That's it. It's a shield for people to be cruel. And I fucking hate bullies, man. What do I think about the 165-pound division? I love it. What do I think about Indian scammers or scammers in general? Anything I would cover? Am I saying, I mean, I just like fucking with them when they call me. I'm not a right winger. I'm an independent. The only reason I said that about Luke Thomas is because he's extremely like, like I could not be more fervently anti-mandate. Not anti-vax, just anti-mandate. And it's because mandates in California made us have to leave our family. We had to move to Texas, dude. Swayze Dean, manager of fight career. Fuck yeah, bro. UFO story. I don't have any experience. I just know I have an absolutely ludicrously abnormal amount of information from watching every documentary ever made about UFOs, like ever. Would I take a Rolex dive, you mean like a Submariner or the diver or whatever? I think Luke Thomas does great breakdowns. You're a Canadian Warriors against mandates, dude. Canada has lost its goddamn mind. Can I explain why, if Francis wins, his contract will be extended by one more fight, even though his next fight is his last? Okay, so that's not how it works. I realize it's what Dana said. It's more complicated than that. So the champ clause extends for 1 year or 3 fights, whichever is less, right? But hypothetically, if someone has a contract that's a certain, has a certain end date that it cannot go past no matter what, which Francis does, then that supersedes the champ clause. And that's the situation that he's in. He's been on the same contract for almost 5 years. That's why he's in such a unique situation. He just never renewed his contract. And so they have an expiration date. Unacknowledged documentary was good, I thought. Yes, I've been to Europe. I played soccer at in Germany, England, and Denmark. I've made many long UFO videos on Jesse on Everything. Go to my Jesse on Everything channel, go to the videos and search UFOs. I've done like 3 super long ones. Yeah, I'll get my blue belt in 2022 for sure. But I train like a motherfucker. I train all the time. I just keep my game really simple. Like I don't try to do shit fancy. I just because I'm really strong and really fast, so I just try to keep it real simple. Crypto, I'm in Bitcoin. Primarily, I'm in Bitcoin. Dude, Dustin Poirier's hot sauce is the. Oh no! I haven't tried the KO kind, but every other kind is amazing. Actually, let me. Here, you guys come with me real quick. We're gonna go ask Gabrielle that question, and we'll give you guys a tour of the upstairs of my house. Look at that. So unexpected, you guys. So unexpected. Oh, turn right up here. Gabrielle. Oh, the kids are asleep. Here. Gabrielle, where are you? Have you tried Dustin Poirier's KO sauce, like the new kind that's like, it says it's like the KO sauce? They say that, but this is like supposed to be like the spiciest one.
Is it like good spicy?
Yeah, is it good? Is like the
Is it like a good flavor? Like that's why I like habanero. The flavor is good. They burn your mouth off. The flavor is super good.
Yeah, she likes
I just want to die of hotness.
She likes that flavor up in her mouth. But the kids are all asleep over there. And then there's our front door and such. But yeah, Gabrielle loves it, dude. Like, dude, we are big Poirier hot sauce fans, dude. Like, it is excellent. It's not just because it's Poirier's. It's actually like excellent hot sauce. It honestly, it looks higher than it is. Like, I mean, it's high, but it's not like this thing. Like, okay, so visualize how far away from this camera it looks like I am. Like, if you were gonna guess, I can touch the camera. Well, almost. I can almost touch the camera without moving. Like that. So it makes things look like they're farther away than they actually are. New business is good. Really good. Filing trademarks and all that stuff. So I'll be able to tell you soon. Oh shit. I saw a super chat that I think I missed. Oh, Manuel, thank you very much, dude. Showing some love. Thanks for all the dope content. Thank you very much, sir. When are you fighting? Yeah, it's like like that. I was looking at that. It looked like if I jumped over the side, like it would take 10 minutes to hit the ground. It's a high second floor versus some houses, but it's not as big as it looks. Dude, the hot sauce here, I'll find it. I'll find it for you. 1 million subs, dude. Fucking Chael doesn't even have 1 million subs, man. Wait, hang on. And I'll have 1 million subs on my new channel that we're gonna start, which is that has a much higher ceiling than an MMA channel. I'll keep doing this forever, but we're about to do. I need to remember to edit that first one. We're gonna do a family channel. Those channels blow up, and I am very bullish on ours. Hang on. Find the best one for you guys. Like this is okay. So this one here. This one is delicious, dude. I mean, the JOF NFT come out tomorrow. The last JOE one. Oh, the Travis Scott one. Thank you, dude. I use Final Cut Pro X. Dude, there's another. Like, I swear, there's like, where's the Poirier, the Habitat? Oh, this is it. It's because okay. So this is still. This is the same brand that does the Dustin Poirier one, but for some reason his name's not on this habanero one. But it's the bomb, dude. There's actually, we've looked at these family channels. First of all, Gabrielle has like, I don't know, 25,000 subscribers on Instagram. I have 50 something on here. So like our start in terms of the algorithm is going to be just like that. And so they'll show our stuff to a lot of people. And I think we have some pretty, if you actually go look at any of those other family channels, just look at them and just imagine how interesting they are and then compare them. There's nothing, there's nothing like, nothing unique about any of them. Perving on my daughter. My daughter's fucking 9, bro. Dave, thank you very much, sir. I mean, there are weirdos like, I mean, let's say you were a weirdo, right? And then you saw this family. Like, would this look like a soft target to you? You're like, hey, let's go fuck with them. Or would it be like, it sounds like a good idea to go fuck with them, except I think that guy might skin me alive and then make an episode about it. Any additional info on Chael? I just heard that he did a cameo. Someone said he looked fucked up or something. What's 144p? Are you talking about the fucking? Are you talking about the stream? I upload in 1080. I did see Shab's video on Chael. 5 Jessies versus Chael. Fucking 5 Jessies win. 5? It's 720 on your device. I don't know. Yeah, I've never I haven't ever even messed with the settings for live streams actually. Shab's cool. I just gauge people based on what the people that are close to them think of them. Everybody likes him. It seems like. Do I think Chael really told Shab details of what happened? James, thank you very much. I love doing Jesse on everything. Do I think Chael told Shab what happened? I don't think Shab would pretend that he talked to Chael. Cayman, thank you very much. Chael's vid is on Full Mount MMA. It's only about 15 seconds. It's in the Chael update vid. Yeah, I mean, Chael does not win if he's fighting 5 of me. If he's fighting 1, he wins 1,000 out of 1,000 times. If he's fighting 2, he's still got a pretty good shot. 3, Where did you see that Chael hit a woman? Where's that information coming from? Yeah, two pretty fucking rough odds there. Allegedly, Chael was banging on a door. A couple approached him. Woman said she was hit. Where are you seeing that information, though? Mickey, thank you very much. Maxim, thank you. Future of Russian and Dagestani MMA in the UFC and MMA generally. So many fighters climbing up the rankings. I think that Eagle FC is going to be a great place for them to start. That's for sure. Seen Shaleson at the Pendleton Roundup surrounded by 4 Cowboys. Shove 1, knocked out 2, 4th guys. I don't know what that means. In the video, TMZ posted the cops are looking for a woman who claimed to be hit. No idea. Wing Chun, I don't know anything about it other than watching Tony Ferguson do it on video. Oh, on the video, you can hear the cops say he wears on. I mean, what did I do before YouTube? YouTube is still my side hustle, man. I built a company, a couple companies. I work in tech now, and then I also do YouTube, and I'm launching a new company at the very beginning of next year as well. I'm extraordinarily busy, but my regular like corporate job, I'm off for the rest of the year, which is why I'm gonna have a lot more time on here. 500K to take a Justin calf kick? Fuck yeah, I would do it. Fucking of course I would. 500K? Did you get kicked in the leg? I mean, that's gonna hurt like a motherfucker, but like I might actually let him kick me in the leg if I just got to kick him in the leg and see if he can eat it with a straight face. Just because. What would I suggest you start your son in regarding MMA? Jiu-jitsu 1,000%. There's no question there because you protect their brain, you know. James, yeah, dude, Viking is sick, but like bottom line, people do not watch my interview videos, man. They just don't. Like I've done a lot of them, dude. And people just don't watch them. So I just don't do them. Dude, Fiziev is a stud. He's a tough bastard, man. Yeah, wrestling too. Start your son wrestling. That's solid too. Do I have knockout power? Yeah. I love Hamzat, dude. Charlie Z is 351-0. Dude, Charlie Z right now with celebrity boxing, if someone could dig that fucking guy up and pay him, you know, like 50K, like to show up, they would make so much money on that. Like 50K to him would probably be so much dough. And you understand how many people you could get to watch that? Who called out Nate? Oh, I know he's worth more than 50K. I'm saying you pay a person what they'll accept. I think he would take the 50K. Charlie Z versus O'Malley in boxing. Fucking dude. O'Malley would eviscerate that guy. Dustin's been calling out Nate. My favorite Milli Vanilli song is whatever that first one is. I can't remember. Charlie won against Wilder. That's funny because when that happened, no one really knew who Wilder was yet. And to think about that now is fucking bananas. Oh shit, it's 9:30. All right, I gotta jump, guys. This was fun. Thank you, Tyler. It's actually, this is not a spray tan. This is a wipe on tan. All right, I gotta jump. Later, guys.